Today's tube is full to bursting.
We can't physically cope with the amount of people that we carry.
Madam, come to me!
That's it, come on, home sweet home.
And the underground staff are flat out,
Go home!
dealing with us.
A 10-pint lager day.
I just seen the person squat and I'm like...
For the 20,000 people who keep the tube running,
International rescue.
every day brings new challenges.
We are a mobile Swiss Army.
And passenger problems
Excuse me, sir. Ticket inspector. Yeah, but it's not a free service on the underground, is it?
that could bring the tube to a halt.
Chaos.
Everything running smoothly has now gone the opposite route. See, just like that.
Until I get a shout, I'm gonna stand here and just look pretty in front of my public.
Just open the gate.
Chaotic as always.
So this year, it's all change on the world's oldest underground.
This could be the future, this could be the revolution. Join the revolution, everybody.
But for the tube's long-suffering workers, it's more than a job.
It feels like home, just like family. Sometimes we love each other, sometimes we don't.
This way out. This way.
I'm a parent, and they're my children.
Mate!
This is their story.
We cope, because that's what we do. We cope.
This time on the tube. It's the busiest and toughest shift of the year.
Absolute chaos. That is what's happening.
The whole network is on high alert.
There is some activity going on. There is a concern.
Hey, 3-1 to base, sir. Can we get a BTP off platform 3?
Tube staff are put to the ultimate test.
Fire's broken out on platform 3.
Someone's been slashed to the hand.
Where is the bleeding?
We want to know the condition of the person and whether it's been declared suspicious or not. Yeah, or received, will do. Just walking to the front of the train where this incident is.
It's 6 p.m, the end of another working day.
So we're just starting to move out the peak, so should be a bit smoother from here on in, God willing. The train calling in is your Walthamstow Central service, calling at all stations in between.
But this is no ordinary end of shift. In a few hours' time, London will host its biggest party of the year. It's the calm before the storm.
Interesting night, New Year's Eve. It's insane. It's just constant. It's constant flow. It's just kind of controlling the crowds, make sure we don't have too many people into the station at one time. But yeah, this is nothing compared to New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is really, really busy, really busy.
New Year's Eve is a night like no other. It's the only day of the year when tube trains run for 24 hours and 1 million people swamp the network.
Tonight is literally going to be one of the busiest nights on the underground of this year. It is New Year's Eve. People are going to be out in the masses. The underground's running all night just for the public. It's going to be super busy.
Staff have volunteered to work their longest shift of the year.
This is the madness that we have to deal with. This is the madness. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Tonight is literally all about crowd control.
It looks busy, but it gets a whole lot worse.
Will all the intelligent ones and all the good-looking ones please move down to the far end of the platform? Thank you.
To cope with the surge in numbers, extra staff have been brought in.
This is a safety announcement. Please do not stand in the ticket hall area. Make your way to the trains.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much, man. Let me give you a kiss on the forehead.
Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
It's 8 p.m. and the New Year partygoers are already heading out. Piccadilly Circus in central London is the party capital of the West End and the place where everybody wants to see in the new year. At the station, an army of 200 staff are beginning their shift.
This is a particularly crazy night, and I've chosen to be here as well. I've chosen to be here. I chose to do this shift.
Half an hour into her 12-hour stint, control room assistant Masuma spots a lady falling on the escalator and quickly sends staff to help.
Base 2 last caller. All right, has she hurt her head or anything? Has she fallen on her head, or where is the bleeding? All right, and she's conscious, yeah? All right, thanks. Bye. Rita, we need an ambulance for someone. She's fallen, she's hit her head.
With one escalator now out of action, crowds are rapidly building up.
This way, please, guys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can come this way. Exit this way, please, as well. This way, please.
Rory, close it. Close exit 3. Close it.
Guys, you have to use another exit. I'm closing it.
To prevent dangerous overcrowding, station assistant Rory needs to act quickly.
Thank you. Sorry. Use a different entry.
But not everyone's happy with the decision.
Could someone come out here and tell people then, instead of hiding in there? Instead of just standing in there hiding, yeah? No. And on the other sides as well.
Guys, we've just had an incident on the escalators. As soon as we sort it out, we're going to open it back up.
Okay, if you wait, once the crowds are cleared, we'll start letting customers in again. We are controlling this, sir.
Above the fray sits the team in the London Underground Control Centre. It's 8:15, and their 12-hour New Year's Eve shift has just begun.
This is the first year in 18 years that I've had to work New Year's Eve. First year in 18 years, but, you know, it has to be, and there's no good crying about it. We just have to get on with it. Tomorrow's another day.
From here, staff can monitor all 270 stations across the network at any time of day or night. But tonight, they must be especially vigilant. Senior Operating Officer Dan is in charge of running the Tube's busiest night of the year.
What you want to do up here is like pulling strings in the background, really. You want to remain largely anonymous and people not kind of feel your influence all that much, you know. So if we can just kind of quietly nudge things in the right direction and allow people to kind of carry on their journeys and go about their merry way and have a good night and not kind of really notice anything about their journey significant, then, you know, we've done a good job.
Can you give us an update, please, from Victoria, over?
Traffic flowing through very nicely. Heavy, but running smooth, yeah. No issues with passenger numbers down here at the moment, over.
Yeah, all received, many thanks.
Following recent terrorist attacks in Paris, staff are conscious that London could be a target tonight. Help has been drafted in from across the country.
So are you quite happy with what you've got?
Yes. Superintendent Andy Morgan is in charge of policing.
A couple of things that have happened so far today. We've had a suspicious vehicle and suspicious occupants. They were eventually stopped in around the Waterloo area. There was a concern that they were intent on coming into London to cause some problems, and that person is now in custody. But if there's anything you need me to know about, please shout it up, and we'll get onto it straight away. It's a significant job. For British Transport Police, we have two major events that we police throughout the year, Notting Hill Carnival and New Year's Eve. And it's a major event purely because of sheer numbers that come within a very short time frame. There is some activity going on. There is a concern, so it's maybe all peace and light at the moment, but there are things happening.
Happy New Year!
It's 10 p.m, and the countdown to midnight is now on.
Happy New Year, people! Hey!
At Piccadilly Circus, crowds are getting busier and merrier. But on such an alcohol-fueled night, it's not long before staff see the consequences.
There's a man with a black jacket and check shirt, brown check shirt, you're urinating. Can you get the BCP? Hold on the other way.
There's an incident, yeah. Yeah, let's go there.
It looks like he's going to urinate on the escalator.
Relieving yourself in public is a criminal offence, so staff need to catch the man.
This is a call for the BTP on the station. This is a call for the British Transport Police on the station. Could you make your way to the gate line, please?
Tell me what he's wearing.
What is himself wearing? What is he wearing?
Where is it, Kim? Kim, what were they doing? He wanted to use the stairs to the toilet, yeah?
The lady's wearing a red jacket. There's a spot in him, yeah?
With so many extra staff on duty tonight, there's nowhere to hide.
Come back in there.
Coming up,
This is a call for the British Transport Police.
a fight breaks out at Piccadilly Circus.
I don't think people realise how dangerous it is to actually see an incident happen.
And a security alert threatens the New Year revellers.
There may be just an element of fear, but, you know, we just need to be prepared in case the situation kind of develops.
It's now 10:30 on New Year's Eve, and staff at Piccadilly Circus in central London are experiencing their busiest night of the year. Police have tracked down a man seen urinating in the station.
This gentleman, we've been advised that he's just urinated on our escalators. He's a bit drunk, so the police are dealing with him now.
But station assistant Ali knows it's only the start of things to come.
That's quite normal, actually. You got loads of people urinating on the platform and stuff like that. So. But he's decided to do it in front full view of everybody else, so that's why he might get nicked and he might not. We'll see what happens.
Back outside, the countdown to midnight is now on.
Just over that way, there's the entrance down there.
And the celebratory crowds are still pouring out of the station. Station assistant Lewis is in charge of keeping the crowds moving to prevent a bottleneck.
Keep moving around to the entrance. They're a good crowd. 99% of the time, that is anyway.
Dance, smile, party, try to be happy.
Yeah, most people come out to have a good time. They want to have a good laugh. You get the odd one or two where that's caused a bit of trouble, but not anything we're not used to. So keep moving down from the entrance, please, guys and girls. Please keep moving down. Use all available space. Keep moving. Keep moving from the stairs, please.
Customer assistant Rory is on his first ever New Year's Eve shift.
There's the gun police, in case shit goes down.
Whilst working tonight is not compulsory, staff who volunteer receive a £500 bonus.
Just wanted to do the shift. All my good mates are doing the shift and just seemed like a fun shift to do.
È stata una bella serata.
Yeah, this is my long lost mate.
Dimmi, Piero.
And yeah, the money. That helps.
Please keep moving away from the stairwell. Please keep moving away from the stairs, please.
An hour before midnight, and Embankment Station is normally quiet. But tonight, there are over 100,000 people surging through the station to watch the fireworks. With triple the number of passengers that normally use the station, it's a crunch point for the night's celebrations.
It's probably going to be very crazy, so we're probably going to have to keep blocking people off and allowing them back in because of crowd control.
Station supervisor Tony has worked the last 10 New Year's Eve shifts at Embankment and knows it's the most challenging night of the year to manage.
Crowd control and the congestion is the easy part, really. That's something that we're used to. It's then the fights or the train incidents. That's where you have to be ready to respond, and that's the slight nervous energy, because that's where something can slightly go wrong. In terms of staffing levels, we've got 5 times the normal staff that we have. Now I'm responsible for all of the customers that pass through, all the staff, and a lot of the staff this evening have not worked with me before, so I don't know their strengths and weaknesses.
Walk straight through the gates, please. I need to tap out your oysters.
Okay, guys. My name is Lubo Alexandrov. I'll be your supervisor for tonight.
Lubo is in charge of the mammoth 24-hour cleaning operation at Embankment tonight. Huge amounts of crowds bring huge amounts of cleaning. And tonight is the only night of the year when he'll clean up alongside the partying public.
I like the time goes very quickly when it's busy. So I like my job. I'm workaholic, so it's, as you see, working even in a New Year's Eve. Instead to stay with my family, I'm around the busy places. In Bulgaria, it's very similar to here. It's crowded, people happy, even very excited. People are in the pubs. Some of Bulgarians becoming very silly. After the second bottle of vodka, it's very, very similar to here. Worst things which I remember, Hainault Station, male toilet, shit into the cubic in the floor, massive big shit. Like was from horse, not from human.
Northern Line trains run automatically, but driver Sabrina still needs to be ready for anything.
A lot of the times when it gets really busy, people do some things that irritate you as a train driver. This is just real. The doors will be closing. They'll be like, you know, they're there. As in, I've got my lights. I can go. Some dude will come up, start trying to pull them open, especially now they know. They start to try and pull them a bit, and then my lights will flicker off. And sometimes you do feel like, oh, I see. You want to dance now, huh? That's how you want to do. You want to do me like that. Sometimes you feel that way. So, but you have to remind yourself, it's not personal. See, look, see? What did I say to you? Prying the doors open. Do you need to get on? Do you need to get off?
Mind the doors, please, lads.
I know you suck, Willie.
Mind the doors, please.
You suck, Willie. I know you.
Mate, chap, got to come off, please, mate. Come on, mate. So the driver's losing it. Hey, 3-1 to base, sir. Can we get a BTP on platform?
We're now ready
please?
to depart. Stand clear of the doors, please. Mind those closing doors, thank you. Basically what happened was this. I have to board this train right now. If I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break into a sweat. I'm gonna lose hair. It's gonna be really terrible if I don't board this train right now. So I'm gonna stop everybody else from traveling so that I can get on this train. That's basically what happened. My job is to stay level. So I can say, I love that you guys are having a good time. That's what I want. I want them to have a good time. But I just want to make sure they're safe. Have a good time safely. Have an awesome time safely. Have love safely. Safely.
With record numbers of crowds descending on London tonight, security is paramount.
Right, there's concerns out there, is there?
At London Underground Control Centre, they receive news about a potential suspect package.
We've just had an early heads up of a possible suspect package being reported on Waterloo Bridge. So we've got CCTV up on the wall at the moment, which is showing Waterloo Bridge. At the moment, we're just going to wait and see what kind of information we get in regards to it. Give it a couple of minutes, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more information as to what it is, if it's anything significant or not. Certainly in the aftermath of events, so for example following the incident in Paris and also the stabbing in Leytonstone, you saw an uplift in kind of reported items immediately after that. There may be just an element of fear, but you know, we just need to be prepared in case the situation kind of develops.
It's 11:30 and the new year is rapidly approaching. At Holborn Station, a gateway to the West End, crowds are still flooding in. Police Inspector Tony Richards shares some New Year's Eve tips with his staff.
All of these people that are walking in and out of the station now are looking to have a good time. Just try and have a good time with them as much as you can. Laugh, joke, be merry. Anybody not want to be here? There you go. Nobody, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Drinking alcohol on the tube has been banned since 2008. And tonight, it's Tony's job to carry out a booze swoop on the night's revellers.
We'll take that away, shall we? Yeah, OK, thank you very much. That's my favourite. No, that's my favourite.
Enjoy it. Happy New Year.
That's OK. And Happy New Year to you too. He's following me. It's OK. My agent's onto it. You're all right.
Enjoy that, boss.
OK.
Have a good one.
And you too, buddy. You have a nice night, won't you? See you later. You take care now. He's got an open container of alcohol, so which he's not allowed to have on the underground. So that'll go into our collection for later. Excuse me, sir. You're not allowed to have open containers of alcohol, even if you try and cover it up. OK? Not allowed to have them on the underground. Thank you. Have a good night. No, no, you can't drink it. There you go.
Potpourri of drink. Potpourri.
There you go. Thank you. You go and have a nice time. Thank you very much. Alcohol, I would say, is the biggest single issue that we have because of the effect that it has, or the different effect it has on people. You've got, as you will see, the people that get very happy when they've had a few drinks, and then you get the people that get more aggressive when they've been drinking. It's a good night.
At station control, Down receives news on the earlier security alert that closed Waterloo Bridge.
Yeah.
It was a sandwich lunchbox and has been cleared.
OK, brilliant. Superb. Senior Operating Officer calling Neil King. You're receiving over. Yeah, Neil, with regards to the item on Waterloo Bridge, I've just been advised by BTP that it's been cleared as lost property. Over.
Yeah, all received on that, all received.
These things often get kind of cleared up and turn out to be nothing. But you know, don't kind of expect to kind of go all out on something just from an initial call.
A Across town at Piccadilly Circus, the countdown is on.
About 6 minutes, according to my clock.
And the crowds of 10,000 people are heaving.
Keep going down, please. Keep going down, please.
At the control centre, Dan and his team are also getting ready for midnight to strike.
New Year slur.
Is it? Oh, OK. We're going to have slur, aren't we? That's nice. We can have slur. That's very nice of you. That's better than the tea, isn't it?
At Embankment, even the tube staff come out to watch the fireworks from the best seats in the house.
That's really great privilege to work on the New Year's Eve and to be on the first line, actually, without paying ticket.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, buddy.
Give it in, give it in, give it in, give it in, buddy.
Lovely. Happy New Year, Dan.
Happy New Year, Richie.
Lovely.
Yo, this is 2016, Piccadilly Circus. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year! It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's awesome. I love it. This is the big difference from here in Bulgaria. In Bulgaria, there is that amazing fireworks.
With the new year officially in, staff know that the busiest part of the night starts now.
Back to work, back to business. The good things finish very quickly.
Coming up, the Great Escape.
A lot more intoxicating passengers.
Emergency in South London.
Andy, PUT, Clapham North.
And close encounters at Embankment.
Temple Station is 4 minutes walk that way. Temple Station is open.
With the new year celebrated, there's work to be done. The mad rush home is now beginning. Almost 1 million people are about to hit the network, and the next few hours will test all their resources to the limit. The crowds have been drinking for over 5 hours, and at Piccadilly Circus, it's their busiest time of the night so far.
Happy New Year!
2016. So yeah, a lot more intoxicating passengers. A lot of people screaming and shouting. This is where things get a bit more dangerous now. Chill, chill.
Eastbound, westbound.
Station assistant Liz needs to keep the crowds moving safely and quickly onto the trains.
There's no exit. Absolute chaos. That is what's happening. So we've got New Year's Eve. It's my first New Year's Eve here on the Underground. Probably won't do it again. Platform 3, platform 4. Westbound, eastbound. Fundamentally, our #1 role is for safety, and then customer service comes second to that. King's Cross this way. Guys, please move down the platform. The way out is that way.
Northern Line driver Sabrina is now 6 hours into her New Year's Eve shift. She's more than aware of the dangers that drunk passengers bring to crowded platforms.
The biggest thing that obviously you have to be concerned about is erratic behaviour from the public when they're, you know, maybe not completely in their right minds. Stuff happens. But this is the dead man handle. It's in the stowed position right now, which is because the train's running itself. And if I knock it out, it will basically break all the circuits on the train, and the train will go into emergency brake. And when you're coming in, especially on the north, you're coming in pretty fast. So you are like, you're kind of like this, you're ready. Because if I need to knock the handle out to stop the train, then that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm like this, I sit like this. Like, I'm like, don't do nothing silly now. Here we go, look. Look, look, look. Go back, guys. Not too close now, son. Keep it back. Don't come past the line.
It's 1 a.m. and at Embankment,
Well, all the badness comes to trying to keep people going wherever they want to go in the quickest possible way, really. Are you okay, guys? You know where you're going?
thousands of people are still swamping the station to get home as quickly as they can. To prevent a fatal crush, station supervisor Tony needs to close one of the station's entrances.
Everyone that wants to enter the underground, Temple Station is 4 minutes walk that way. Temple Station is open.
There are other entrances to the stations that are open. People obviously have one entrance that they want to go into.
The station is open. The station is open, but you just need to join the queuing system that everyone else is in.
It's frustrating for me because I don't want to make anyone, and obviously you saw a lot of people disgruntled there, and that's not what we want. But the plan is there for a purpose to keep everyone safe.
Enter the station, please go under the bridge and turn right. To enter this station, please go under the bridge and turn right.
For Lewis at Piccadilly Circus, the shift seems to have been going well.
It's been a good night so far. Not too many dramas. So a fight has broken out on platform 3.
This is a call for the British Transport Police. Can you please make your way to westbound Piccadilly? BTP presence required. This guy here started kicking and pushing these guys up here. Just loads of lads, isn't it? Once alcohol comes in the mix, the ego takes over. Pit control supervisor down at Pick Circus. Just to let you know, I've got a bit of an incident with westbound. I've got police down at the moment.
By the time Lewis arrives, it's under control. But Liz knows it won't be the last one she sees this evening.
Take your chance, go on your way. One more word, you get knocked up.
I've seen quite a few fights now. I've seen my third one, so probably going to be quite a few more, but that's what happens when people drink.
Gentlemen, how can we help you? Captain Train. Okay, well, it's going to be this train. It's going to be the next one, guys, okay? All right, good lads.
Happy New Year's.
I don't think people realise how dangerous it is to actually seeing an incident happen. Someone get hit by a train, someone touch the electric rail. Until you see it happen, you don't realise how serious it is.
It's 2 a.m. and at Embankment, the rush of midnight crowds has finally slowed. For Supervisor Tony, things are gradually getting back to normal.
The key with a New Year's Eve is that it's an enjoyment, because no matter how bad the year has been the year before, it's a start. So you could have had a great 2015, but next year is a start to make it even better or turn a bad year into a good year. So everyone is really optimistic, and you can harness that, and it tends to lead to a good atmosphere. And everyone can celebrate and enjoy London and then get themselves home to begin what hopefully is a successful and healthy new year for everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Everyone's in a happy mood. It's one of the good reasons of working New Year's Eve. Perhaps not the kisses, but you'll take them when they're given to you. Good evening.
Hello, Tony.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Tony,
welcome to London.
Thank you very much. This is Melissa. She's experienced.
Hello, Melissa. Welcome to London.
Thank you very much.
Did you see the fireworks?
No, we didn't. No, we were drunk.
You were drunk? What do you mean you were drunk? You were drunk?
We were. We're not now. What a gentleman. What is that?
What is that? What do you think it is? It's happiness, isn't it? If you could bottle happiness, we'd be very fortunate people. So that's why it's one of the good nights to work.
For the team in charge of running the network tonight, it's been a success so far.
Trains are running, people are moving, everything's okay. I'll only get worried when something stops and that flow of traffic doesn't continue to move.
But on the tube, it's never quiet for long. At 2:30 in the morning, Dan receives some worrying news.
Just on the eastbound, over.
We just had a report of a crime scene being declared on one of our platforms, so that's at St Paul's on the eastbound. So we're just getting initial reports from that. So it's something we've picked up from the BTP radio. It sounds like there's been some kind of GBH incident there.
We'll start making a little trip, just in case that develops.
Incident response manager Richie and police medic Andy head to St Paul's station in the City of London.
There's been a report that someone's been slashed to the hand, possibly a knife.
While Andy's on hand to offer first aid, Richie, with 18 years' experience, is mindful of the knock-on effect any disruption will cause to the service, especially tonight.
Once the phone call goes, we could be dealing with from anything from a signal failure to a derailment to somebody that's jumped in front of a train or something bigger. And, you know, over the last 4 years, we've taken those calls with all those events. Now, it doesn't faze me that the phone rings and I might, you know, be answering a call to one of the most serious incidents that we might have to deal with on the railway.
A GBH, there is blood splatter and there's a possibility of a weapon search being required on the tracks. So at the moment it's an incident in progress.
They're just trying to work out what the extent of the crime scene is. Obviously they're waiting for us to get there.
The first thing Richie must do now is liaise with station staff and police to clear the scene, whilst Andy deals with the victim's wound.
Hello, fella, how are you doing?
The police have the situation under control, and on closer inspection, the hand injury is minor.
You think? Did you see anything?
No, I didn't see anything, but...
I mean, that doesn't look like a knife injury to me.
It's a small wound.
Yeah, it just needs a face wipe and a stitch.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think it even needs a stitch.
Yeah.
I think it will literally be a plaster, and then we'll get you on your way.
But it's still a case of ABH, which means the Central Line platform is a crime scene.
Police have now taken charge of part of the platform. Trains on this side, the eastbound, are non-stopping. We have tape up. That is preventing anybody from going into what we would now consider to be the crime scene area. If the police want any requests to search anywhere else, depending on what their findings are, we'll see what we can do to facilitate that, bearing in mind that we've got to be conscious of what's happening with the service.
A closed platform is one more headache for the control centre, but Dan's attention is quickly diverted to another emergency.
Let's received Clapham North, units to assist with the 100 Clapham North, over. Line currently has no service.
Richie, it's Dan.
Yeah, go on.
We've got a person under train, Clapham North.
Thank you, cheers.
Oh, here we go.
Andy, PUT, Clapham North.
A person has been hit by a train at Clapham North Station in South London.
I've got CCTV up. I haven't found the incident yet.
We've got 6 units running at the moment.
For everyone involved, this is one of the most serious events on the network to manage.
We're obviously heading now to deal with that incident, so we'll wait for updates. We want to know the condition of the person and whether it's been declared suspicious or not suspicious, but we're making progress.
Stop, please. Thank you. Eyes open. Thank you.
We have emergency services and ERU now arriving on site. Traction current is discharged. We are still running non-stopping on the southbound until requested otherwise.
Whether it's busy or not, you cannot anticipate any type of event like this not happening. It's never predictable. Doesn't matter what time of day or night it is, no matter what, you know, what's happening in London, anything of this nature can happen at any time. See, there comes a time, to be honest, when there's so many incidents kicking off medically that you sort of have to tend to start prioritising. You know, is it affecting the train service? But you've got to balance that affecting train services up with the, you know, the need of the person on our infrastructure. Let's get down there.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it on CCTV. Is that?
Yeah. Yeah, all received, will do. Just walking to the front of the train where this incident is. Power is off, SCDs are down. Who took the power off?
Do we have confirmation as to whether the casualty is alive, over?
I believe that the casualty is deceased, but nobody's confirmed that yet.
Yeah, that's all received.
OK, this is Gold, so the person is trapped underneath the bogie, is that correct? Over.
I've got no confirmation of what the state of this person is like at the moment.
The train is being jacked off.
We've deployed all the emergency services. They're all on site now, dealing with the incident. The incident's been declared as deliberate and non-suspicious by the BTP, and life has been declared extinct.
Could you tell me and advise me what time that was declared, over?
I've been advised that there are complications with the release of the person concerned.
0339, non-suspicious.
I will update you when I get further information in 10 minutes. Over.
Lady is deceased. It's now a position for the emergency services to get the lady out. We treat every incident like that with the sympathy that it deserves. If somebody is alive, then the emergency services have a very important role in saving life. If somebody is deceased, on the other hand, we still treat it with the sympathy that, again, it deserves. But because that person is now life extinct, the recovery process can become slightly quicker because we don't have to engage in a saving life process.
I could never think about how bad someone must be to actually feel that their only way out is to actually do this. And it's people that think that this is a quick option, and it really isn't. You know, it's all the metal and all the works under the train. It's a horrendous way to even consider doing this. But unfortunately, people still do.
Unfortunately, you know, it's something which we get to deal with on quite a regular basis. So, you know, I think you've just got to look at it as another operational incident, you know, and you've got to look at the challenges that are kind of created by it, how you can look to resolve it as kind of safely and swiftly as possible.
It's New Year's Day today, and without asking the next question, I couldn't imagine what it would be like for the family to be advised of what has just transpired here on what really should be a happy event.
It's never pleasant, and no matter how many times you deal with it, no matter how professional you are, it always leaves its mark, because at the end of the day, it's somebody's life, and that's extremely precious, and that does take its toll on all the staff concerned, and many people, I think, won't give us time to grieve or to suffer or to have any after effects, but we're human beings, and so it does happen.
An incident like this does kind of bring a more sombre tone to the room, unfortunately. It's not really the best way to start the year, is it?
I try not to let it affect me because it's what my job is, but that's not to say, you know, that, you know, in this particular instance, knowing some of the facts, that it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't not affect me.
Coming up.
Hey, listen, stop struggling, pal. I'm trying to help you, yeah?
An unruly passenger at Piccadilly Circus.
That guy decided to get his bits out and take a wee on another passenger.
And it's back to work once more for London's commuters.
What's everyone like? Some pretty miserable sods knocking about. I'm certainly feeling the depression.
It's now 5 in the morning, and tube operator Sabrina is coming to the end of her first New Year shift. Despite the night's relentless pace, there's a part of her job she'll never tire of.
I love the tunnels, man. They're great. I love it. This tunnel here, you're going to see how fast we hit it and the difference in the air pressure in the cab and then the noise it makes. And then you know you're in a tunnel. You're like, I'm in a tunnel. It's exciting. I'm a small child. I'm a child, okay?
But there's a simple reason she's spending New Year's Eve underground.
I'm a single mum. I have 2 wonderful small people that I look after. I have a small boy, he's 5, and I have a young lady who's 9, but I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by my family, which they're like a village of people. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Just to remind you, the train will not be stopping at Tufnell Park. Your next station will be Kentish Town. We are now ready to depart, guys. Please stand clear of those doors. Stand clear of those doors. Mind those closing doors, guys. Mind those doors.
It's 5:15 in the morning. At Piccadilly Circus, the network's busiest station of the night, the flow of late-night drinkers is finally slowing down. But for some, the all-night drinking has taken its toll.
Platform number 3, head will end. Platform number 3, head will end, please.
What's happening now?
This guy right here, he's taking a piss on our platform.
This is a call for the British Transport Police. Please make your way to platform 3. The head will end of platform 3.
Customer assistant Lewis steps in to help the police escort the man off the station.
Just make some space here, please, mate. Cheers. Mind your back, please, folks. Easy, easy, chap. Easy, easy, mate. Hey, listen, stop struggling, pal. I'm trying to help you, yeah? Mind your back, please. Mind your back. Disgusting. All right, so that guy decided to get his bits out and take a wee on another passenger on the platform. I'm pretty sure that was the guy that assaulted me last year on New Year's Eve. Because as soon as I saw him, I recognised him straight away. It could have been drink, could have been drugs, but he was definitely out of it, 100%. So, you know, I've got urine all over my hands and my gloves. Thank God I'm wearing gloves, otherwise I wouldn't have been helping. But 99% of them are lovely, really, really nice people, very grateful for your assistance most of the time. They always come back and say thank you or send a little letter in, so that kind of makes up for situations where I've got pee all over my hands.
It's 6 a.m. at Embankment. The crowds might be long gone, but for Lubo and his team, the clear-up after them continues.
First, so we had to put 2 caution signs because it's really massive. So here we put a lot, mate, put proper, good.
While his colleague cleans up one pile of vomit, Lubo is called to yet another.
Platform 4, there is the call for vomit on platform 4. We're going to respond to the call.
Having cleaned the network stations for almost 6 years, Lubo is a man of many talents.
Hello there, be careful.
Excuse me, where we can take the line to go?
Whitechapel.
Yes, Whitechapel, please.
Whitechapel, you need district line, platform 1 or 2.
We don't know how to go. We are from France.
No problem. Just following the sign. Look, the green and yellow sign.
The green and yellow sign?
District line, following the sign, you'll get there.
Thank you so much. Have a new year.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
Merci beaucoup.
Good New Year.
Good year.
Happy
Always
New Year, Vanessa.
My English is very good.
Oh, your English is perfect, trust me.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Despite seeing London's New Year at its grimmest, Lubo is still fond of his adopted countrymen.
I like England, actually. I like the English football. I'm Man United supporter. And when I came here, it's friendly people, actually, cooperative. I like the eccentricity.
Do you like them being sick everywhere?
It's 7 a.m. on Monday morning. It's the first day back to work in the new year.
Monday morning seems a bit more busy today than it has been for the last week. In the next 20 minutes, it could all change.
The party season is officially over, and for thousands of London's commuters, it's back to the daily grind.
Start of the new year, start of the day. Hopefully the customers get a little bit happier.
No doubt someone got the hump because they're about to go back, but you've got to go back sometime, haven't you?
For customer assistant Sean, it's always a joy to return to work.
Oh, yeah, you're right, brother.
Mate, I've missed you. What's happening? You feel less stressed already? New year, the same problems, unfortunately. Somebody just collapsed on the northbound platform, so a glass of water is required. So either that or they're very thirsty and they're using it as an excuse, but I wouldn't imagine it is that. What's everyone like? Probably not as chipper as me, I've got to be honest. I seem to be the exception rather than the rule at the moment. Some pretty miserable sods knocking about. Pretty bleak, innit, to be fair. I'm certainly feeling the depression at the moment. Might need to open up my own pharmacy down here with some Prozac. I'll make sure I G them up, get the troops ready for another day at the office. Here we go. Let's tackle another day. A very happy new year to you all, ladies and gents. Have a good journey this morning, and I hope your new year gets off to a good start.
next time.
Well done for smiling on the escalator there.
It's to stop anyone getting the ends of their fingers taken off.
It's not a free service on the Underground, is it?
Now, the next station is Embankment.
That F-off was caught on camera. Well done, ma'am.
Change for the Bakerloo.
This is when the adrenaline starts to kick in.
You just jump through.
So what? It can be really passive.
Where have you travelled from?
Listen, don't touch me. Oh, it goes like that.
God bless.
If you or someone you know has been affected by any of the issues in tonight's programme, please go to channel5.com/thetube for information and support. Coming up next tonight, New Gotham, Wrath of the Villains continues.